Hey everybody, what's up? Megadeth's Dave Mustaine recently stated that the 1994 album Youthanasia has been slowed down considerably to gain traction on mainstream rock radio. Now, this is something that Dave has said over the years in various interviews and also in his autobiography, that this album was slowed down to gain commercial success. Max Norman, the producer of this record, had also stated that on the record. And Max had also worked on Rust in Peace, Countdown to Extinction, and he also was instrumental on those first two Ozzy records of Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman, so that's why he was chosen by Dave to work on Megadeth's albums, to capture that really good guitar tone. It's in the book about the album Rust in Peace. Anyway, so that being said, I thought, how can we go back and listen to Youthanasia faster? Well, my favorite track on Youthanasia is The Killing Road, and I figured that we would just speed it up 25% on YouTube. Now, from what I gather, looking it up on the internet and counting it out myself, the tempo for The Killing Road hangs around 160 beats per minute, rounding it up and rounding it down in a couple spots. So I figured, what's speeding up 25% going to do? Because we can do that right on YouTube. So let's listen to the original tempo, a little bit of the song, just to see where it's at, and then we'll go from there. All right, here we go, Killing Road. Awesome riff. Powerful intro. Classic tune about life on the road, on tour. It's a decent metal tune. It's always interesting listening to songs about like real life stuff or people's personal experiences, because that's what the lyrics are about. Being on the road is work. First chorus, song structure, but it's working. The bass breaks are cool. Marty. Nice solo. I think at the end of the song they're going to double time everything, so that would be cool. Slowly building it up. That may be the only double kick on this album right there. Those little triplets. All right. Classic tune. Obviously, you know, it's rocking. It sounds heavy. It's probably the most metal song on the album. I mean, Reckoning Day is pretty awesome too. This album isn't terrible. It's really good. But this was released in a time where, you know, metal was kind of on the downward slide. I mean, grunge was fully doing its thing. You know, hair metal was dead. But I think this era in guitar music was interesting because this was a really progressive era for guitar playing. I mean, you know, obviously the 80s were huge, but like this window of time is where we see people like Frank Gambale become super successful. Even Sean Lane's legend was growing at this point. So it's kind of interesting to hear, you know, the progressive tendencies and elements in Megadeth's music at this tempo because they really do stand out. This album was more, or not this album, but this song was more straightforward and one of the most straightforward songs on the record. Well, that being said, through the miracle of technology, let's listen to the same exact song, but sped up 25%. Now, that obviously was faster than 120 beats per minute, where Dave had mentioned in the past that the songs were supposed to be around 120 to 140. Most rock radio songs are around 120 to 134 beats per minute. So if you're double timing 140 beats per minute, that's 280 beats per minute. That's pretty quick. You know, playing, you know, quarter notes, you know, maybe it doesn't seem that fast, but if you're playing 16th notes or 8th notes, it's moving. So that being said, we sped up The Killing Road, their same exact song, 25% on YouTube, just by adjusting the playback speed. So let's hear what it sounds like right off the bat. This is just for fun, not to be taken seriously, but you know what? Why not? Let's check it out. It sounds like Guitar Pro, like the rigidity of the music, like it's perfectly locked. It's working for me. Some people may say the vocals sound better too. I personally don't think Dave's a bad singer all the time. Have to sweep those arpeggios. Right there. The natural cadence is obviously really rigid, but it sounds cool. So instead of going up, you know, 40 beats per minute, if we went up 30, it probably would sound pretty awesome still. I still have a really quick feel, but not as rigid. All right, here we go, the solo. For those of you wondering what Jeff Loomis would sound like in Megadeth, here we go. That's awesome. It's awesome. I'm enjoying it. It's like the live version. I thought that sounded cool. The guitar solo was super shredding. I think these songs being faster definitely would have worked. And there's some slow songs on Youthanasia. Not to say that slow is bad by no means, but it just didn't have any like force behind it. And I think that's what maybe the issue is, in Dave's opinion, is that it just doesn't have like any like ferocity to it. The songs aren't bad. The songwriting actually was really good, and I think that for like a more like a less of a metal, less of a thrash album, Youthanasia really does work. And it was written in an era around, you know, when progressive music was probably at its most popular in the early 90s. So, because, you know, some of these songs are probably written in 92. Some of these songs might have been holdovers from Countdown to Extinction, or even earlier than that, because it's not uncommon for artists to use songs that they had written in the past. But that being said, my favorite record from the Youthanasia era, not record, but favorite song, happens to be this one. And that is New World Order. And this song was written during the sessions for Youthanasia, but they never released it in the States. I think it was a bonus track on the Japanese version of Youthanasia, or it was on the Japanese version of Hidden Treasures, which is a compilation album of the covers that they did, and also like movie soundtrack songs and stuff like that. But this song I think is awesome. And one thing I thought was interesting when I looked this song up was this right here. A Wikipedia blurb about what New World Order means. And it says the New World Order is a term used in several conspiracy theories which hypothesize a secretly emerging totalitarian world government. So I clicked on the three dots and I says, why am I seeing this? And it says, in response to coronavirus disease, you may see information panels with links to learn more about COVID-19 and the vaccine. In some places, you'll notice the COVID-19 info or COVID-19 vaccine, So when you search or watch videos related to topics prone to misinformation. Okay, so this song has been around for a lot longer than COVID-19 has. I just find it to be interesting that there was like a disclaimer on a Megadeth song about anything to do with COVID. That's interesting. Just like, have things gotten that bad where we can't tell reality from fiction? I hope not. But anyway, this song kicks ass. I really like this song. I think it was the best song they wrote during that era. Youthanasia, you know, had some classic songs on it, but I can see why they didn't put this song on the record because it was too heavy. But I wish we would have got it in the States on the Hidden Treasures compilation. I mean, the only reason I heard the song was because somebody had the Japanese version of it. I don't remember how they got it or how the story goes, but I like this song, and let's check it out. You know, maybe some of you guys haven't heard this yet, but this is an awesome tune. Definitely demo-y with the hi-hat counts. I haven't listened to this in a long time. Super dry vocals. Pretty rockin'. Still living up to its fame. Background vocals, cool. Progressive with the clean guitars, too. Awesome. It's a rockin' tune. Catchy. Guitar playing's cool. The vocals aren't bad. I'm sure somebody will disagree, but I think it sounds cool. Key change, modulation. Alright, here we go. Whoa, sounds like Rest in Peace. Maybe it was written around then. Sounds like Polaris. Solo. Definitely Dave. Awesome. It's a banger. Now, we may never know what Youthanasia was intended to be, but I think that is a good indicator of what that album could have sounded like. Who knows why they left that song off that record? And the only reason I can think of is because of commercial viability. That New World Order, great song. We should have had that on the record. Yes, they went back and re-recorded it with Chris Broderick and then some of the current lineup on 13. No, it was with Sean Drover. So I think who played bass on that record? Was it David Ellefson? I don't remember. Somebody let me know in the comments. But it was re-recorded during the sessions for 13. I listened to the re-recorded version. And that's one of those instances and circumstances where the new version does not live up to the original. Like I'd already stated, I mean, that song's killer. Like, if you haven't heard that song, you get Hidden Treasures. I mean, you can get it all for free on the internet, of course, or you shouldn't do that. But, like, you can listen to it on YouTube or you can buy it wherever. But it's an awesome, awesome, awesome compilation. I mean, they did, like, what? Paranoid's on there. The original cover Anarchy's on there. What else is on there? 99 Ways to Die, which is another awesome song that was written in this era. And, you know, and just because a song is recorded during a certain point, at a certain point, or, you know, on the timeline, doesn't mean it was written then. And I can kind of hear influences from earlier Megadeth records on the New World Order, kind of like from Rest in Peace. And I wonder if that song maybe was written then. And there's that other song, My Creation, that was super heavy, that Nick Menza actually wrote the guitar parts for. And I heard that and have read that Nick was an awesome guitar player as well as drummer, which isn't surprising. I mean, all these guys operate at a high level and are super talented, and you'd have to be in bands like Megadeth or even Slayer for a bit. There's another history lesson for another time. But that being said, you know, Youthanasia will never know how it was intended to sound. We can speed the tracks up. You can put them in your favorite DAW and crank them up and see how they sound. But for a quick and convenient way to get the gist of maybe the most straightforward song on Youthanasia, just to see what it was all about, The Killing Road, it sounded cool. It actually definitely made the song more forceful. And it's interesting, all the songs on, except for maybe a couple on Youthanasia, are right around 3.5 minutes, which is also like the mark for rock radio. You know, pop music, the song lengths are even shorter than that. So it kind of stands to reason. But that being said, I really appreciate you guys joining me. Channel's growing. Please like and subscribe. It's always appreciated. We got more content soon. I'm working on some more guitar stuff. I'm going to start doing these little solo excerpts with the notation you can get for free. I've got one I just posted the other day, about 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I have the notation ready to go, so it will be in the Google Drive link folder. So check that out if you get a chance. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Make it through the rest of this week. Have a good one. Right on. See you later.